As if £9 pints in the square mile weren't bad enough. Now, booze might be getting even more expensive, as a think tank with close ties to the government has proposed upping taxes on alcohol. The Institute for Public Policy Research, a left-leaning think tank, has pinned the blame for the UK's long-standing productivity woes on work-related drinking. The IPPR said young people felt pressured into drinking with colleagues to advance their career, while staff coming into the office with hangovers weren't working as hard as their teetotal counterparts. The group called for action on the cheapest, strongest drinks which cause the most harm by introducing a minimum unit price to be set on alcohol, as well as an annual increase on alcohol duty by an above-inflation rate. The IPPR report acknowledged that increasing the cost of alcohol products could be unpopular with the public and a political risk. The report found that most employers are seen as doing too little to address a workplace drinking culture. More than half of workers surveyed said their employer had not provided any guidance, training, or inclusive alternatives to events featuring alcohol. The proposal is likely to spark fury in the hospitality sector, which is still reeling from steep cost pressures introduced in last year's budget. This includes sharp hikes to employer national insurance contributions and minimum wage rates. More than 300 pubs across Britain are expected to shutter by the end of the year, a rate of around one per day. The proposal is one of a number on the menu for Rachel Reeves, as the Chancellor seeks to raise as much as £30 billion at next month's autumn budget. As much as £5 billion could also be raised from changing the tax treatment of pensions, including by setting a uniform 30% rate for tax relief on pensions contributions. Also, this would involve cutting the tax-free lump sum on pensions ceiling to £100,000, according to an analysis by Oxford Economics. Reeves is also expected to extend the freeze on income tax allowances and national insurance thresholds to the 2029-2030 tax year. This would drag millions more employees into paying higher rates of tax and raising an extra £10 billion, according to Oxford Economics. National insurance rules could also be extended to cover limited liability partnerships, such as law firms and investment funds, who currently don't pay the tax, and that would raise around £1 billion. There's also been talk of raising billions from a new tax on banks, a proposal which has attracted fury from many finance bosses over in Canary Wharf. As we inch closer to the budget in November, we're slowly seeing the full buffet of possible tax cuts being considered. For everything you need to know, head over to cityam.com.